Hello and welcome to my video on restraints. Okay, so to start off, what are restraints? Restraints are essentially going to be anything that keeps the horse from moving in some sort of way. There's three types. There's verbal, manual, and chemical. For verbal, that is going to be anything that uses your voice. So that's going to be using the word whoa, maybe using the word easy, things like that. And then I will be going over manual and chemical along with videos of all of the manual ones. Okay, going into our manual restraints, the first two that we have are going to be your basic halters. So the first one is a leather or a nylon halter and a lead rope. And then the next step up is going to be the rope halter with the lead rope. So here's me putting on a leather halter. I'm just putting the horse's nose through the nose band first and then gently putting the crown piece over his ears and latching that throat latch. Okay, next up is going to be our chain lead or chain shank. A twitch, this one happens to be rope. And then not pictured is a twine lip twitch. Okay, so here's just a quick demonstration of how to put on a chain lead. A few things to remember. It makes it much easier if you thread your chain from the top to the bottom of those first two loops. And then once you attach the chain to the third top loop, the trigger must always face out. Okay, so when would you use a chain shank? So most of the time you're going to see this being used when leading a horse. It's not to be used when tied. So any situation that the horse is being tied, I would definitely not use this one. And I wouldn't use it for any long procedure. Okay, so this lip chain process is going to be very similar to the chain shank process. I'm going through the first ring and then the second ring. I'm going to go from the bottom to the top this time and attach it to the top right side ring. And then I'm just going to take 3 fingers, gently slide that chain up below his upper lip until it hits where the upper lip and gums meet, and then pull it taut. 1. So the lip chain is going to be most commonly seen in breeding studs. It is important to not lead a horse with this one. The removal process for the twine version is the same as this one. Okay, so this is going to be the lip twine. So I'm just tying the twine to the right side lower ring of the halter. And then I'm going to take 3 fingers, lift up Walter's upper lip, and gently slide the twine up to where the gums meet the upper lip. And I'm pulling it taut, and you can see the placement there, and that's it. Okay, so to put on this lip twitch, I have the handle of it under my armpit for more control. And then I'm going to place all of my fingers except for my pinky inside the loop. I'm going to use my hand inside the loop to grab as much of that upper lip as I can and gently and quickly push the rope onto the skin of the nose, and then start twisting as quickly as possible, holding on to it until the rope has good enough hold to stay put. And then you tighten the rope as quickly as you can and until you can't any longer. And then you want to step away to the end of the handlebar for safety. So next up is the lip twitch. It's really important to remember here that you have about 2 minutes until those good happy endorphins kick in, and after that you only have about 8 minutes until they stop working and the horses just feel the pain. Okay, so this is a picture of a foot hold or a leg hold. So this is going to be good if I need his same side, so left side hind leg to be still, or his opposite side, so right side front leg to be still. All I did here was pick up his hoof like you normally would to pick a hoof, and then hold the toe, curl it back a little bit, and lift it all the way up, and that immobilizes them, and the toe lift helps keep them from being able to pull away from you. Okay, so here's a shoulder roll. All you're going to do is take a nice piece of that shoulder skin and give it a good roll. Okay, so now we have our chemical restraints. These are going to be Rompin, also known as xylazine, acepromazine, also known as ACE, and Dorm, also known as ditomatine. And for ACE and Rompin, the dosages are 1 to 4 cc's, 1 to 3 if you want to be extra safe. And Dorm's dosage is 1/4 to 1/2 of a cc. All three of these can be given both IV and IM, and then ACE also has a paste form. Okay, so whenever you're using any of the manual restraints and you have a handler with you, you are going to want the handler to always be on the same side of the horse as you. This is so if the horse spooks, you're able to turn their hind end away from both you and the handler.